Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Soxplicity and welcome back to the episode of our NBA 2K25 rebuilds here on the channel. This is going to be one of the final pre-recorded before Christmas rebuilds that I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till probably closer to New Year's to start doing the rest. We have about 6 to go. Today we got the Phoenix Suns. The last video we did was the 76ers. That ended quite funnily, so definitely go back and check that one out. But today we've got a team that once KD moves on, once Bradley Beal moves on, and some of these other aging stars, they're in a bit of trouble because they don't own many of their own first-round picks. Obviously, they still have a 28-year-old Devin Booker here who's a brilliant NBA player, don't get me wrong. But once these guys start moving on, it's a bit bleak. The future kind of drops off. And once you kind of get past Booker, you got an 85 rated overall Bradley Beal, an 80 Tyus Jones, who we may not have rights for in the offseason. We might not be able to re-sign him. Then we've got a 79 Jusuf Nurkic, and then it kind of just drops off from there. So this is going to be a really interesting rebuild. Hopefully, with injuries off, KD can play a full season and we can get the most out of him. But we're going to go through to probably the trade deadline, and we might have to make some moves before we really get into this season. We're here at the trade deadline and we're 30-20, so not the worst. We're being led by Devin Booker, rebounds by Nurkic, assists by Devin Booker as well, who's also averaging a steal per game, couple turnovers, but hey, that's what happens. So Tyus Jones is actually playing really well for us. Bradley Beal's not too bad. Obviously not the same as he was in Washington, but he's kind of the third option on this team. Royce O'Neal's playing good. Nurkic is playing okay. Grayson Allen's playing okay. Like what's his efficiency looking like? Like, yeah, he's still a pretty deadly 3-point shooter. Royce O'Neal, yeah, he's knocking down his threes too. So yeah, there's a lot to like about this team moving forward, but I think we should maybe move on from Bradley Beal if we can. Now, I don't want to take Bradley Beal into next year if we're going to keep Kevin Durant, because Bradley Beal's going to start regressing. Kevin Durant's already going to start regressing. So I'm going to look and see what we can do with Bradley Beal, and maybe look if we can strengthen maybe our backup center spot and maybe some other positions on this team. And maybe we can work something out and just improve the rest of the season. So I'm going to work on something. The problem with Bradley Beal is that he has a no trade clause. So by the looks of it, he's happy to go to the Magic or he's happy to go to the Miami Heat. So maybe we can make something work with the Heat. Maybe we can work something out with the Magic. So these are going to be the two teams that we work on at the moment. I don't want Terry Rozier or Duncan Robinson. If they had a certain Jimmy Butler, like, I know this could probably work. And I know Jimmy Butler, there's rumors at the moment that he could end up in Phoenix. So would they do this trade? No, they won't do this trade. Okay. So Miami Heat or Orlando. Okay. So if we could do, like, bringing over Tyler Hero might not be too bad. Terry Rozier is having a terrible year so far. Like, we can take on, I guess we can take on Duncan Robinson. What else do we need? Like, there's no money that's going to actually work out. Like, I guess we could take on the Terry Rozier contract and just move around some positions, but like, I don't even know. Like, they're so far away from the money. And Orlando, I think they're the same. Like, if we go to Orlando right now and we talk to them about what our options are. So KCP would have to be involved in this trade. But could we get like a Jonathan Isaac? Okay, the money works. And then protect like a protected pick, or like we don't have any picks coming up, like, and a first. Could this get done like this? KCP, Jonathan Isaac, and a first? I don't know who else I'd want from this team. They're not really going to give us anyone else. We could ask for Mo Wagner, like, as well. And what else can we give up? We give you, like, they need shooting. We can potentially slide them Grayson Allen as well. Like, it's a bit of a risky one, but this might be worth it. We get a backup center. We got KCP who can slide in as that Grayson Allen replacement. Get Jonathan Isaac for some defense, and we get a first round pick. They're not going to say they want Mason Plumlee, and they'll give us Cole Anthony. Why not? Why not? I'm happy with that. Bam. We got rid of Bradley Beal. So now the team's going to look so different. So I'm going to set this rotation. We're going to possibly just run through to the end of the year. I don't think there's anyone else at the moment that I would be willing to trade. So yeah, I don't think I'd be willing to make any other adjustments unless we throw like a Kogi and like Bol together and see if we can get something. We can get Drummond. That would be very interesting. We can get Jalen Tyson, who's a bit younger, and Georges Niang, Jaden Springer, Bones Highland as a backup point guard. It's not too bad. Haywood Highsmith and Josh Richardson could be good. Highsmith is a good backup power forward option. Cody Martin, Dante Exum, Keon Ellis could be cool. He's a good defender. Precious, Tristan Da Silva, Hardy, and Omax. Now that's interesting because they can both develop pretty well. We have to go up a second as well. Peyton Watson, Gabe Vincent, Malik Beasley, Davion Mitchell, Jock Landau, and a first. I mean, we're getting some draft capital if we do that. Aaron Wiggins and Ricky Council. I actually rate that trade quite a lot. Kevon Looney, Lindy Waters. All right, I reckon we're going to bring in Aaron Wiggins into this team and Ricky Council. I like this. We're going to pop that trade. So I'm going to set this rotation. I'm going to see you guys at the end of the year. We made some really good adjustments here, I think, and definitely got a bit younger. So hopefully we can push towards the playoffs, and hopefully we can just continue this little bit of a run we're on. Like 30 and 20 is not the worst, but it's also not the best. So we finished as the 8th seed. We fell off a little bit, but I like the changes for the long run. So Shea is your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Jared McCain. Russ is your 6th man of the year. Depoy Wemby, Armin Thompson, most improved. Clutch player, Jokic, and Jason Kidd is the executive or coach of the year, sorry. So do we get any Suns on any of these teams? It doesn't look like we do, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. So we end up being a play-in team. So we're an 8th seed. Yeah, coming up against Houston, who probably should be higher than they are. So yeah, Mo Wagner was our 3rd leading scorer. So maybe getting rid of some of that scoring and with Bradley Beal and not getting back a significant scorer was probably not the best idea. Like KCP, like that's, yeah, okay. So I think we made a mistake, but we now have some draft capital moving forward, which is good. It's what we need. So I'm going to just shorten this down to like a 8-man rotation. They want to start Mo Wagner over Nurkic. I would rather start Nurkic, but they can probably play similar times. I think man. Okay, I don't know if we're going to get past the Rockets, but let's just see what happens. If we go home, we go home, but like it's KD, Booker, and those guys. Like surely we can do something about this, and it looks like we are. It looks like we blow out the Rockets away from home, 130-97, so that's great. And we are now coming up against the Timberwolves, which is cool. I actually really like that. So they do want to start Mo, but I don't think I want to start Mo. Like they can play even minutes, but yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. So game 1 against the Timberwolves, who haven't really made any changes. They added, okay, they got rid of Jalen McDaniels. Yep. No, they didn't get rid of Jalen McDaniels. Who did they trade? They now have Draymond Green? Okay. Whatever. Game 1 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 2 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to the Timberwolves. And Game 5 goes to the Timberwolves. So we get eliminated in the first round. That's pretty crazy. So Luka coming up against Trae Young, and the Mavs win. So the Hawks somehow make it through, and the Mavs win in 4. Okay. Player retirements. So LeBron's going to retire, but we're going to override that just for 1 year. Everyone else here, yeah, it's probably fair that they call it time. Cool. So draft lottery. I'm pretty sure we got the Magic's first round pick. So we have... So where is our pick? So the Nets via us is 17. And we have pick 18. So, I mean, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'll be willing to sign that. We'll keep Bullenhauser around. That's fine. So let's bring in someone at pick 18. Hopefully we get a good player drop to us. Like Nolan Traore I've seen drop quite a few times. So let's see who we get. So Drake Powell's here. Dink Pate's here. Hugo Gonzalez is here. Ben Sharif is there. Let's just sign Drake Powell, sure. Not really a position of need, but we can probably sort something out. Cool. All right. Rookie signing. Make sure we sign him. Mo Wagner, we're going to accept that. We'll definitely bring him back. He had a good season for us. Tata Washington, Jalen Bridges, and Colin Gillespie, thank you guys for your service, but you are not needed moving forward. Okay, so we need to make sure we can sign Tyus Jones, who it doesn't look like we're going to be able to, which is very unfortunate. But Scottie Pippen is here. I'll be happily to sign Scottie Pippen. So if we get him in. He's an 80 overall. Tyus Jones is still there, so we can have a look and see if we can bring him back. But I don't think we're going to be able to. But Scottie Pippen's a good little option. So where is Tyus Jones? Can we bring him back? I don't think we're going to have the money to bring him back. We've got 5 mil. So he's going to want 11 mil. That's crazy. That's insane. All right. Okay, so now we need to decide. Do we want to go into another year with Kevin Durant? Or do we want to make a big trade and blow this up? Because we've got no draft capital moving forward. So we have to think about this. Devin Booker, 28 years old, can continue to lead us. He can definitely continue to lead us for sure. Like, could we get something for KCP maybe? Yeah, I think we're going to need to look at some trades. So I'm just going to look around a little bit, and if we work something out, then yeah, maybe we can save this season. Okay, so for whatever reason, Charlotte is willing to give us 2 first-round picks for KCP. So I'm going to pop that trade, and then we can definitely... How much money does that give us now? Still not enough. Okay, I thought we were saving on some cap space there, but obviously not. So we can definitely sign some good players. I wouldn't mind bringing in D'Anthony Melton for a couple seasons. Gary Trent is here too. Who would I prefer? Let's just go Melton for a couple seasons. Let's see how he can go. And then who else is here that we can potentially sign? Trenton Watford's there, but we always seem to bring him in. Jalen Wilson's here. 75 overall though. And yeah, there's not many players are really around. I mean, Marvin Bagley's here. It's very interesting. Ben Simmons is here. We can take a flyer on Ben Simmons. He only wants 5 mil. If we can get him for 4 mil, I'll be happy with that. So some interesting names here. We can move Ben Simmons from the center to another position, and maybe he goes up. Okay, so we have no cap space for these guys. Amazing. We don't have any cap space for Scottie Pippen. I would have rather chose him. So I guess now we have to bring back Monte Morris. And who else can we just sign to a minimum? Oh, this is slim pickings. This is very, very slim pickings. Where did Jordan Millen play for? Okay, interesting. Yeah, this is rough out here in this free agency. Maybe we just have to sign someone like a Dinwiddie or... Yeah, everyone's just so much older. Okay, what do we need? What's a position of need? So, we need a point guard. So Cole Anthony can run that for us, I guess. We just need to make sure we sign. So Monte Morris is back. I'd love to bring back Tyus Jones, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. He wants $12 million, which is insane. Can we go through to one of the last days of free agency and maybe get him? Maybe. He still wants 10 mil. Is there anyone else's contract we can potentially free up right here, right now? Let's have a look. So, yeah, everyone's on probably too much money, unfortunately. Can we, let's just see. Go to the last day. Where is he? Can we offer you a 1 year, $3 million? He's declined. Okay. Sick. That's amazing. Scottie Pippen's still here. We can only offer the minimum. We're not going to get Tyus Jones back. Amazing. So we lose Tyus Jones. Okay. Now we need to kind of think about this realistically. This team is probably going to be bad next year. And I don't think Kevin Durant's going to wait around forever. So there's a lot of rumors about him potentially wanting to go back to OKC last year. Maybe we can explore some of those options. So could we potentially send him to OKC and start like a bit of a rebuild? Is that something we can do? Like, this is not a realistic rebuild at all by any means. So, like, could we get like a Jalen? No, we're not going to be able to get a Jalen Williams. I mean, we could try. So Jalen Williams, we can also ask for, I don't even know who we could try and ask for. We need to make the money work. So we're going to have to ask for like Dort. That's still not enough. So Hardenstein, that's still not enough. So Hardenstein, Dort gets you the money. And then we can ask for like a couple first round picks. Like, is this even like good enough to do? Like, I don't even know, man. Like, would they do this for Kevin Durant? No, they won't do it. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go through to the next season and we'll just see how things go. Player progression is not going to be nice to us. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, I'm going to see you guys at the deadline. We might have to make some big calls on our future, but it's going to be tough. We don't really have much draft capital, and other teams around us are just getting better. Okay, so I think it's time for us to think about the possibility that we need to blow this thing up. So I think I want to keep Devin Booker, but Kevin Durant might have to go. We might just have to say what this is for the season. We are 20 and 32, so we're 12th. So we don't own our first round pick this year, which is horrible for us. So let's see who actually has this. So who owns our pick? So swap best with the Magic. So we can revisit that, I guess. They also have our 2028 first, and this is just going to be atrocious. So we can try and get some other assets. I don't really want to go back and trade with the Magic again. So I think what we could do is look at maybe passing Kevin Durant off for, I don't know where he's best suited. We trade him to OKC, they get better, but we get worse. So like maybe that's what we have to do. As my PC's making noises, I think maybe we have to visit this idea. So if we go like Hardenstein and Dort, that makes the money work. We can also offer up like a Ben Simmons in this trade as well. And we can just take back Alex Dukas, sure. But can we get some draft capital? Can we get this pick and potentially the Jazz pick just to... This is not going to work, is it? They want Ryan Dunn and Drake Powell. I don't want to give them Ryan Dunn and Drake Powell. I don't want Cody Martin either. Who else can we throw into this trade? I'll be willing to move on from... Yeah, I don't know. Like, Cole Anthony is probably too much for them to take back. Like Ryan Dunn's probably our future. We can maybe send them back Aaron Wiggins, and we'll take back someone bad as well. Like all these guys are pretty good though. AJ Mitchell, they too much money, I guess. Okay. So if we remove Ben Simmons, who else would we be willing to offer in this trade just to get this over the line? I don't even know. Iguodaro and Ricky Council, I guess, just to see if this will make it work. And then we'll take back Dukas And who else do we need to take back? Like, is that 3 mil too much? Okay. Yeah, man, this is tough. This is real tough. So maybe we'll take back Cody Martin. That's still 2 mil over. What if we take back? I don't even know, man. Like, this is insane. Like, Derek Jones as well. Would you be willing to do this? No, they're not willing to do that. Okay. If we take away these picks and we keep Iguodaro, they have 6 mil over. So it has to be Ben Simmons or around that Ben Simmons mark. So if we did go, okay, we put Ben Simmons back in here. They're 1 mil over. So then we go get this Dukas guy. What did they want again? They wanted Ryan Dunn and Drake Powell. Okay, that's getting rid of our future. So I really don't want to do that. We'll keep that pick, but we'll ask for your future first as well. And then since that's like really low rated, let's also get a 2027 Nuggets pick as well. So a pick this year, Lou Dort, Hardenstein, this Alex Dukas guy, and so 3 first-round picks and 2 decent players for Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons. They say no. Okay. All right. What can we put in to sweeten up this deal? We really can't really offer much. I really don't want to give too much up. Iguodaro is a bit too much. So if we... Who's their lowest? So Dukas is earning that. So if we ask for Cody Martin, would they accept this trade? They're not going to say yes. Okay, so we... Instead of that pick, can we ask for like a future Thunder pick? This is insane. Why would they not want Kevin Durant? Okay. I guess we can just flip. So 2 first-round picks. They want Ryan Dunn, and they'll give us AJ Mitchell. I don't want to do that. Come on, man. A second rounder. They really want Ryan Dunn. I don't want to give you Ryan Dunn. I will literally throw in anyone else in this deal. Like, I will throw in Ricky Council, and you can throw in that dude that's bad. Or give me AJ Mitchell. Okay. They're not going to agree. Where is that Dukas guy gone? Where is he? Dukas. There we go. Okay. Will you accept this? No. Okay. Wait, so they're saying I won't mess with this offer. Proposal will be sending us an excessive amount of the spending too much. Okay, I want to revisit that. Let's move Kevin Durant to a small forward position. He goes up. He goes up, by the way. All right, let's see what we can get on the open market for Kevin Durant. Let's have a look. So Tyrese Maxey, Damian Lillard, Zach LaVine, Darius Garland, Marcus Smart, Trae Young, LaMelo Ball, Lauri Markkanen, Jalen Suggs, Josh Giddey. We can get so much. We can get an insane amount for him. This is just wild. Okay, so they will offer up Hardenstein and Dort. So I want this Clippers pick at least. And we will give you, I'll happily give you back. I don't even know. I'll happily give you back Ben Simmons. And then you give us back Dukas. And you give us back a swap best, a Nuggets first round pick next year. Okay. They don't agree. They want Drake Powell and a first, bro. We're not giving you a first. I'll throw in a second this year, a second next year. I don't want Cody Martin. I will take away this Denver pick and we'll just ask for your pick this year. Okay. How is this? They don't agree. They want Iguodaro and Ricky Council, and they're going to ask we get Cody Martin. Is there anyone else but Cody Martin we can take back? Like Derek Jones Jr.? Will you give us Derek Jones Jr.? Then, okay. Okay. Come on. This is insane. Would you give us Case and Wallace? No. Okay. Obviously, they won't give us Case and Wallace. Would you give us Topic? They won't give us Topic. Okay, I guess we just have to take back Cody Martin, who we can flip for picks, I guess. Are we going to do this? Kevin Durant for 2 first-round picks this year. Lou Dort, Hardenstein. We get rid of Ben Simmons and other players who weren't really playing. Okay, okay. We agree to the trade. Now we're in Tank City. So now if we go and look at the trade finder and we click Cody Martin, can we flip him for any picks as well? I'll happily trade him for just a draft pick or an expiring deal and a first round pick. We get to give up a first. Okay, no, I was going to say Nick Richards, but does anyone give us anything good? They really don't. Okay, it might have to be an off-season thing. All right, so now we're officially in Tank City. That's where we are right now. Can we flip Royce O'Neal for anything? I don't think we're going to be able to. No, that is completely fine by me. Okay, so now we just need to give the young guys a bunch of time. So I'm going to move Monte Morris out of this, and we're going to put Cole Anthony in. We're going to give Drake Powell a bunch of minutes too. So we're going to take out Royce O'Neal. So Drake Powell is going to get some minutes. They want to play Hardenstein. So I think we're going to take out Nurkic. We might have to flip him in the end of the season as well. So we'll play Hardenstein. We won't play Nurkic. And okay, so we'll make sure to flip all this around. So Cole Anthony, 28 minutes. Devin Booker's going to get probably 35 minutes. Lou Dort can get 30 minutes. Okay, everyone in the starting lineup can get 30 minutes. Let's just do that. Let's play Ryan Dunn over Lou Dort. Lou Dort can be our 6th man. And I guess Isaac can play power forward for the rest of the year. That's fine. But we want to give Drake Powell some more minutes. So we'll give him 20 minutes. And then we've got 5 more minutes to spare. So who even is Alex Dukas? I don't even know who Alex Dukas is. Let's just give these minutes to Nurk, I guess. Sure. We'll give Aaron Wiggins less minutes. And we'll make sure we give you 10 minutes at least. Okay. Cool. So we're officially in Tank City. So basically Cole Anthony, Devin Booker, Brian Dunn, Isaac, and Hardenstein are our lineup, and we're just going to go as low as we can. Hopefully lose every game remaining for the season. At the end of year 2, Luka is your MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year, 6th Man of the Year goes to Jaime Jaquez, D-Boy goes to Wemby, Asar Thompson, Most Improved, Class Player of the Year goes to Paolo, and Jason Kidd is the Coach of the Year. So I don't think we're going to get any Suns players on any of these teams really, so that's completely fine. By me, we do get Drake Powell on all rookie second team, so a bit of a bright spot, I guess. And we did not make the playoffs, which is completely fine. Our first round pick goes to the Magic this year, and it looks like they didn't make the playoffs either. So they made the play-ins. Okay, so we might be just swapping potential best picks, and the Raptors win in 7. That's crazy. Luka is your finals MVP still. So player retirements, LeBron James is retiring. We can't overwrite that again. But Steph Curry, no, you're not going to retire that early. But everyone else here, I guess, can retire. Yeah, that's fine. So moving on to draft lottery. So we did get 2 first-round picks in this draft. We have so pick 12 via the Lakers, which is nice. There's pick. Okay, so Phoenix. The Magic have 8. Okay, so does that go to us if we get it? Yeah, I thought it was a swap best. Let's have a look and see what happens. We stay at 12. And the Magic get pick 2 via us. Pick 2. That is insane. That is actually insane. We just missed out on pick 2. So Budenholzer, yeah, you can just stay around. We're entering a big rebuild, so okay. I kind of want that pick back. I think I want that pick back. Orlando, like, do you really need it? Like, surely you guys are going to be good next year. Like, you've got so much development to have. You still have Bradley Beal that you could bring back. So, if you would give me pick 2, we have 12 and 18. I'll give you a future. I can't give you any future assets. I'll give you a 2027 Mavericks pick. And we'll also throw in Royce O'Neal for you. Would you accept that? No, okay. This is not going to get done, is it? We'll throw in Cody Martin as well. And we'll also throw in... We don't really have anyone else here to throw in. Yeah, everyone's pretty much expiring contracts. What else can we throw in? We can't really throw... I'll throw in this pick 28 as well. They're not going to do it. Okay. Is there any other players I'd be willing to depart with? Maybe Aaron Wiggins. Like, Wiggins is worth a little bit. All for pick number 2. They don't agree? Wow, okay. I'll also throw in this... Oh, I don't really want to give up this Hornets pick. That means we don't have any picks next year. Okay. Okay, if we can't get that pick, is there a pick like 3 or 4? Like, we can try and get this pick from the Bulls. I won't offer a future draft pick, but 3 players to the Bulls for pick 3. They accept. Okay, so that's fun. So AJ goes number 1. Cameron Boozer number 2. So we can take Darren Peterson here. Or we can take Koa Pete, Caleb Wilson. I think power forward is something we need. So I'm kind of thinking we take Nate Ament here, who could be really good for us. I'm going to take Nate Ament, a bit of a draft bolter. We miss out on Darren Peterson, but that's fine. So let's take, with this pick, I think Braden Berries or Jasper Johnson is probably a good option. Malik Thomas is also here. Let's take Jasper Johnson. I like his name. And then we also have a pick 28 here too. So let's take... I wish there was another like small forward. Jazam Mosley or Connie Rooks. Let's take City Guy, who could be a good little backup center for us one day. So we take Nate Ament here. He's a 75 overall. Would have loved to have got AJ or Cameron Boozer, but that's completely fine. So we'll sign all 3 of those guys. Hardenstein I'm actually going to bring back, and we'll bring back Cole Anthony as well. So just a couple players that we should bring back. And then qualifying offer, we're not going to bring back Dukas, unfortunately. And do we have any people here? So Mo Wagner, I would like to bring back. We'll go 5 mil over 2 years. Nurkic is done here, I think. I'm happy saying goodbye to Nurkic. So Monte Morris, I think we can say goodbye to as well. And yeah, so we're going to bring back Mo Wagner, but everyone else here is going to depart. So that is completely fine by me. Cool. All right. So now, what is the team looking like? So we have Jasper Johnson and Cole Anthony. We have Devin Booker and Drake Powell. We have Ryan Dunn and Lou Dort. We have Nate Ament, who's going to start over Jonathan Isaac. And we have Hardenstein and Wagner. Okay. Cool. So is there anyone else here that we could potentially just bring in to develop nicely? Like, we could take a flyer out on Tyler Kolek. Wouldn't mind doing that. He is not going to agree to come and join us. Okay, that's fine. Is anyone else here going to be willing to join us? Lindy Waters, KCP could come back. Gary Trent Jr. I'm looking for some younger guys. Antonio Reeves? Potentially not. Dalen Terry's still only 24. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't like we're going to be able to get anyone for the money that we want. I mean, Nick Richards is here. Like, he's always handy to have around. So Tyler Kolek is going to sign with us, and I don't think we're going to have money for Nick Richards now. No, we do not. Okay, so who do we have money for, just in case we want to bring in anyone? It doesn't look like anyone. Okay, we can bring in Tim Hardaway on a minimum, and then we'll also bring in... I don't want to bring back anyone else. Let's go J Huff for the vibes. Let's go J Huff for the vibes. Let's bring in 2 vibes, guys. Cool. All right, so next year I'm expecting us to be very bad again. Obviously, we don't own our first round pick, so it's pretty rough, but the development of these young guys is going to be very important. So that's kind of what we're hoping for at the moment. We kind of entered a full rebuild. Obviously, we have to pay Devin Booker some more money on the side just to make sure he sticks around and he's happy with us. Because we don't want to lose Devin Booker. We want to win a championship with him in the end. So we're a bit younger, and hopefully we can win a few games because we own a few picks next year. Let's have a look and see actually what we own next year, and then we'll set the rotation and we'll go through. So Steph Curry can now retire. We'll let him do that. So proposed trade, if we go here, so we have the Hornets pick, the Mavericks pick, and then from 2028 we own our own pick. So Houston owns our pick next year, and then yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to be really careful with how we proceed moving forward. So they want to start Tyler Kolek. I don't want to do that. I want to start Jasper Johnson, and we want to get Nate Ament into this lineup too. So I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. As predicted, 29 and 53, very bad. But Luka MVP, Rookie of the Year goes to AJ DeBanso, Cameron Boozer, 6th Man of the Year, Depoy Wemby, Dylan Harper, Most Improved, Clutch Player of the Year, Trae Young over on the Lakers, and then Coach of the Year goes to Jason Kidd. So I don't think we're going to have any Suns players on any of these teams, unfortunately. No, we don't. But we get Nate Ament and Jasper Johnson on all rookie first team, which is nice to see. And City Guy. Cool. All right. So no playoffs yet again. I don't think I showed our player stats last year, but Devin Booker leading the way. Jasper Johnson was also really good. Nate Ament was good too. Drake Powell was pretty good as well there off the bench. So we also have rebounds here, led by Hardenstein, and assists by Devin Booker. So we extended Hardenstein 2 years, 20 million. I think that's just fair for him. I don't think he's going to stick around forever, but that's a very tradable contract. So it's Luka versus Scotty Barnes, a rematch from last year, question mark, I think it was, and Dallas win in 4 there, so they sweep. So player retirements, Paul George, Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler on the Mavs, interesting. There are rumors at the moment that could be something that happens. Draft lottery, so our pick there is pick number 3, but we also have pick number 4 via Charlotte. Now, I don't remember what that actually was for. I don't remember trading with Charlotte. Maybe it was a pick that we acquired from someone. So let's see what happens here. If we just click yes, and we drop to number 6, and Rockets get 3 via us. So do we have any other picks in this? It doesn't look like we do. Oh, we have pick 30 via Dallas as well. So yeah, not the best, but not the worst. So would Houston be willing to potentially depart with that? Now, I don't think we have too much that we can offer, unfortunately. I don't really want to give up any of these young guys. We can potentially look to move on from Jonathan Isaac. He did have like a pretty okay year for us last year. So if we talk to Houston, and I don't know if we're going to get this done, it's probably something that's going to be very impossible to get done. So if we talk to them about pick 3.5-star trade value, if we say, hey Houston, do you guys want to take on Mo Wagner, and you can also have Jonathan Isaac, would you accept this? They're not thinking that they're going to. So we'll also throw in, we can throw in this Mavericks pick as well, and we can throw in a second. They're not going to agree. Okay. So is there anyone else here that we'd be willing to move on from? I kind of want to keep Dort around. I kind of want to keep some of these other guys around. Obviously, we're keeping our young guys. This is tough. Like Tyler Kolek, he only played 10 minutes for us. And he was pretty good, but we could definitely sign a better younger point guard or draft someone. We do have Jasper Johnson. Wish Cole Anthony was there. Could we potentially trade like a future first? Would that get it done? A 2031 first when we're going to be trying to be good? They're not going to agree. We'll throw in our second as well. They're not going to agree. Okay. So maybe it is a Tyler Kolek that has to go in this trade as well. So Mo, Jonathan Isaac, and Tyler Kolek for the pick 3. They agree. Okay, cool. So Bordenhauser is going to be safe for 1 more year while we rebuild. I think he's going to be the good coach for this. And now we've pretty much emptied out our depth. But we're going to go for pick number 3. Elijah Arenas is here. Alex Constanza's here. Hugo's here. Taja Riser's here. I think we take Elijah Arenas here. I think that's a good pick. I would like a point guard, but maybe we can flick him over to being a point guard. So being minus potential, I am happy with that. And then we also have pick number 6. So Taja Riser's here. Elijah Williams is here. Jackson Richardson's here. Dwayne Wade does sound very good there. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker. Okay, I think we take Jackson Richardson here. And then we also have pick 30. So we'll take Jackson Crow Jr. Jackson Crow Jr., sorry. I don't mind that pick, actually. Samuel Jackson's there too. Let's take Jackson Crow Jr. I like his name. So 3 young guys to bring in. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we made the right choice here on rebuilding. So these guys are going to develop. Ryan Dunn, Drake Powell, we're going to bring back. And then qualifying offers, we've got no one here. So moratorium is going to be pretty interesting. So Cole Anthony's gone. Tim Hardaway's gone. Jay Huff is gone. So we're going to be bad again next year. But I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, really. So Jasper Johnson, Jay Crow, that can be our point guard rotation. Devin Booker and Drake Powell. Now we've got Elijah Arizas and Jackson Richardson there. So, okay. If we move Ryan Dunn to... He goes down 1 as the power forward. Okay. I don't hate that. And he can... Oh, but he's going to be a backup then. I actually don't mind that. Okay, he can be the backup. Is this where we maybe trade Lou Dort? Let's have a look here. So we got that set. And then we can come over here and we can move Drake Powell. He goes up 2. Elijah Arenas goes up 1. And then Richardson goes up 2. Okay. So I think we move Drake Powell over to the shooting guard spot. And then does Jackson... He goes down 1. Okay, this is going to be rough. So we move Jackson Richardson to the small forward spot. And then is there a spot for Lou Dort now? Unless we want to go like a longer rotation. Which we might even just do that. It might even just do like a bit of a longer rotation just to get some minutes into all these guys. What would the trades look like for Lou Dort if we did trade Lou Dort? Just out of curiosity, $10 million contract. We get Trey Mann. We get 2 first-round picks from the Bulls. We get a pick from the Hawks. We get picks from the Hornets. We get... Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. I still think he's valuable on this team. I still think he's very valuable on this team. So, maybe we just keep... Maybe we just keep it. Yeah, draft picks would be great, but I think we just keep Lou Dort. I'd rather have that mentorship around. So let's just have a look if we can afford anyone here. We can afford Davion Mitchell. That's interesting. Do we just get some like older guys just to have around on the team at some cheap contracts? Or do we try and bring in someone else that's quite young? Like, is there a nice young backup center here? Actually, we have a backup center. Okay, I don't think there's anyone really that we should sign. I think we should save our money. I'm going to save the money. I actually want to look at player progression while we're here, because I think Jasper Johnson and a couple others will definitely go up. So we'll have a look at that. Okay, player progression. Yeah, Ryan Dunn's up, Drake Powell's up, Nate Ament's up, Jasper Johnson's up. Okay, so we're like seeing some green, which is nice. So I hope we're a bit more competitive next year. Obviously, we've lost a bit of the older guys. We lost Mo Wagner, we lost Jonathan Isaac, and we lost Cole Anthony and those guys. But I think we're going to be on the right path. So I'm going to generate the 2028 draft. I don't know who's in this draft at all, really. And then, yeah, we're just going to see what happens next season. Luka wins MVP yet again. Malik Thomas, Rookie of the Year. Marcus Sasser, Sixth Man of the Year. Wemby, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved, Mikal Brown. Trae Young, Clutch Player. And Jason Kidd gets Coach of the Year yet again. Do we get anyone? No, we don't get anyone in these teams, which is crazy. Do we... Wait. All Rookie First Team. We don't get anyone here. We get we get Jackson Richardson and Elijah Arenas there. Okay. Wow, crazy. So we don't make the playoffs again, which is fine. It's okay. We're a young team. I'm hoping next year is the year that we start making a bit more of a splash. So Luka coming up against Cade and the Mavericks sweep yet again. So 2 years in a row that Mavericks sweep. I'm pretty sure they've just won. Wait, let me have a look. NBA records. No. How do you see this? NBA history. Yeah, so MVP, Luka's won 3 in a row. Champions, Dallas have won 3 out of the last 4. That's crazy. That's insane. Okay, player retirements. KD's calling it time on the Thunder. Very sad to see him go, but he had 2 pretty good years over there in OKC. So, yeah, thank you for the time here. Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard. Bradley Beal does retire too. So he spent a little bit of time on Orlando, went to Brooklyn and Sacramento, then retired on Sacramento. He's at the Pistons now. I don't know. Draymond Green, Chris Middleton, Tim Hardaway Jr., Nurkic, another former Sun. So, and Royce O'Neal. Okay, that's pretty crazy. That's a lot of guys. And that's actually sweet. Where was it? I did see it. Finney Smith does retire as a Dallas Maverick, which is what a lot of Mavs fans do want. Okay. Draft lottery. I don't think we own a first round pick. We do. Okay, so we have pick 2. Can we get it, please? We get pick 2. Do we get any other picks here? Doesn't look like we do, but that's okay. All right, so I don't actually think we need to use this pick. I think we can trade it. Let's just kind of move down to like staff signing. It's a new direction here in Phoenix. We're going to bring in a new coach. That's going to be the first thing we do. Fred Daniels has an insane ratings. That's crazy. Let's offer him a contract. Let's also offer Eric Spoelstra a contract. Yeah, sure. May as well. Rick Carlisle's there. Ime Udoka's here too. Steve Kerr is here. I'd love to get Steve Kerr. And one more. Charles Lee's there. JJ Redick. James Borrego. There's a few good contracts here. Okay, who would be the last guy? Let's go Michael Staffer. Let's offer Staffer a contract too. And we're not going to get any of them apparently. Wow. Okay. We get blocked for Staffer. And we're in a bit of trouble. Okay, so let's just offer Underwood a contract, I guess. I guess we can offer Willis Carroll a contract. And then I guess we can offer Kemba Walker a contract. And then I guess that's pretty much it. We can potentially, like, Timmy Williamson. Like, these guys have okay ratings. And we get Timmy Williamson. Or we can get Jacob Underwood. You know what? Let's go Timmy Underwood. Let's go Timmy Underwood. Sorry. Let's go Timmy Williamson. That's a new perspective here in Phoenix. And we get Jacob Underwood a lot. Okay, cool. So coach is sorted. Now it's NBA draft time. Let's have a look and see. Now, I know I'd recently just signed Hardenstein. But if we go Hardenstein, who has 1 year left on this contract, and we can't offer pick 2. Okay. I guess we have to draft. That's okay. So what do we need? Maybe we can take a small forward. No. Darius Wabbington sounds interesting. None of these guys sound overly amazing. There's another Dwayne Wade. LeBron James. Okay. We'll take Paul here. Yeah, we'll take Paul Osario, and he can definitely be a trade piece for us. But another guy that's under a rookie contract. So Paul will make sure to sign. Nate Ament, Drake Powell, Jasper Johnson, and City are all coming back. Qualifying offers, we are going to let I guess we can offer him the contract too. Douglas Anderson. Are you even a real player? I don't think you're a real player. I don't think any of you guys are real players. Like, really? Did any of these guys even play for us last year? No, they didn't. I guess we can qualify Hasselhoff, but Ryan Dunn is probably going to get a bit of a bag from us, which is fine. So let's have a look. Ryan Dunn wants $20 million. Let's see if we can go let's see if we can do the 20 over 3. Or 21 over 3. He's not going to really start for us, but it could be a tradable contract. So he's going to agree to come back. These other guys we're going to let go. And we're going to make sure we get Ryan Dunn locked away. Okay, cool. So he's a bit of a defensive beast. So that's kind of why I want him. So Jasper Johnson and Crow, Booker, Arenas. We just signed another small forward. So we could potentially move on from him. So yeah, Hardenstein's been great and all, but I think we could potentially look to move on and maybe get an upgrade at the center position. Okay, so our trade that we're going to do here is Isaiah Hardenstein and Lou Dort. We're getting a first-round pick from Utah. We're also getting Walker Kessler, who I think is going to be awesome for this team. I'm going to bring him over to Phoenix, and our rotation is pretty much set now. So Jasper Johnson, Crow, Booker, Arenas, Drake Powell, and I guess Richardson can play, and maybe Osario can get a little bit of time. Nate Ament is still going to start over Ryan Dunn and Walker Kessler and City here. So I think we're going the right direction. We're very young. We're led by Devin Booker, who at this stage is still putting up MVP caliber and all NBA team numbers, but obviously is not getting that recognition. Look at that. Look at the green, man. Okay, so this is going really well. I'm really happy with this. Devin Booker's a 94 overall still. He's probably going to start regressing after next year, but a lot of these other guys are going to start coming with him. So I am very happy with how this is going so far. I know for Phoenix fans, it's probably a little bit annoying, but hopefully some playoff basketball will be returning to Phoenix next year. So Luka's gone 4 in a row. Jonell Davis is also Rookie of the Year. Cameron Boozer 6th Man of the Year in Orlando. We have Wemby, Depoy, Tyron Stokes, Most Improved, Clutch Player of the Year goes to Braden Burries, who was someone I was thinking about actually drafting, and Jason Kidd is Coach of the Year yet again. So do we get anyone on any of these teams? We do not yet again. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. We get Walker Kessler on all defensive second team, which is lovely to see. I do really like that. And we get Paul Orisari on Paul Osario on all rookie second team. So we did in fact become a 3rd seed. So a very young up and coming team. Pretty crazy. So Jasper Johnson is coming a long way. Drake Powell is just playing really well. Nate Ament is playing really good as well. And Elijah Arenas is playing awesome. Walker Kessler led us in rebounds and assists, Devin Booker. So yeah, we're going to draw the Timberwolves here, who have Ty Jerome, Anthony Edwards, Benedict Mathurin, Aiden Sheridan, Jarrett Queen. So they've lost quite a lot of players. So game 1 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 5 goes to us. And then game 6 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 7 goes to us. Okay, so we make it through and we draw the San Antonio Spurs, who have Boogie Flan, Stephen Castle, Tyron Stokes, Carter Bryant, and Wemby, with Jalen Duren coming off the bench. I think we're going to get swept, but that's okay. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Spurs. Game 4 goes to the Spurs. Game 5 goes to the Spurs. And Game 6 goes to the Spurs. Okay, so we get eliminated in 6. That's fine. Wemby is your Western Conference Finals MVP, and Ace Bailey is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and the Hornets go on and win in 6. Crazy. So get some playoff experience back under our belts over here, which is nice to see. Kyrie calls it a day. Rudy Gobert calls it a day. Marcus Smart, Clint Capella, Bobby Portis, a lot of really good players. So draft lottery time. Obviously, I don't think we have a lottery pick this year, and I don't think we've traded for any picks really. So the Clippers via Billy there, which is interesting. So we have pick number. Do we not have a pick this year? Maybe we don't have a pick this year. Okay, interesting. I thought we would have had something. I don't even see anyone who... Okay, Rockets. Rockets own our pick. Okay, that's fine. So moving on to the draft. So let's just see if we have any picks in this draft. We do not. Okay, that's fine because we have a lot of, young rookie contracts to really take care of. So that's fine. Team player options, we're going to bring everybody back. And there's going to be a very expensive year next year. So Drake Powell, we're going to have to pay, which is going to be interesting to see how much he actually wants because he's starting for us. So Drake Powell is the only one here that we're going to actually worry about bringing back. So let's see how much he wants. Probably 30 mil. He wants $50 million. Okay. That's insane. So shooting guard position, we have Elijah Arenas coming along. So do we really need to pay that guy? I don't think so. I don't think so. What overall is he sitting at right now? He's sitting at an 84 overall and could possibly increase that. Okay, so let's just go through and see. Let's just see what he could potentially be wanting towards the end. He is restricted, so as soon as someone offers him a contract, we could just pick him up. So we just have to be ready for that. So day 10, he's still restricted, 30 million. He might come back on the qualifying offer. Do we risk that or do we just sign him to something? Like, we could do 3 years at... Let's see if he would want 30 million. 3 years at $30 million. He's declined it. Okay. Well, that's fine. What offers does he really have? He just has that offer. Okay, so he comes back on the qualifying offer. This game is so stupid sometimes, man. So, yeah, he doesn't even go up that much. The LeBron guy is going to be playing over him next year. So, okay, that's fine. That's fine by me. We offered him $30 million and he declined it to take a 1 year, $15 million contract. So he's going to be entering unrestricted free agency next year, but that's fine. We can maybe trade him at the deadline if we really wanted to. That is crazy to me. How he didn't really want to do that. That's wild. That's actually wild. Okay, so let's just see. Anthony Davis is preparing for a farewell tour. This is how late we are into this video. That's fine. So we've got an 11-man rotation again. So I think we play Sydney just like 12 minutes a night. Yeah, Crow Jr. We can play 12 minutes a night too. Okay, so Elijah Arenas we're going to drop down to 20. Drake Powell will play 18. We can be cheesy here and go 16 and play Richardson a little bit more. We're still going to have like a bit of a deep rotation, I think, for sure. So maybe... Maybe he can just play 14 minutes and just deal with that. And we'll play everyone else. We'll try and get everyone else to 30 minutes at least. Which we're not going to be able to. Okay, so... do we have to make a tough call here? And play someone... Like maybe we play... him less, and that's 2 more minutes to give to Walker Kessler. Okay, so that's a pretty balanced lineup. Okay, I will see you guys at the maybe the trade deadline if we're really good, maybe the end of the year, but we could potentially make a big move, but I don't think we really need it. Maybe we move on from Drake Powell, or I don't know. We'll just see how the season goes. Luka makes it 5 in a row. Darius Wabbington, who we passed up, is Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Adam Ushmich. Okay. Wemby Depoy, Most Improved goes to Paul here in Phoenix. Love to see that. Anthony Edwards, Kenny Atkinson, Coach of the Year. Yep, cool. So do we get any Suns players on any of these teams? We do not. Not on any defensive team either. Okay, that's pretty crazy. We end up being the 2nd seed though, so a pretty good year, and this team is about to get very expensive this offseason. So points per game led by Devin Booker. Jasper Johnson was right behind him, and Nate Ament. Rebounds led by Walker Kessler, assists by Devin Booker. So this kind of has to be the year that we go big, or we're going to have to kind of restructure a little bit. So we draw the Houston Rockets, who have a pretty interesting team. I think, didn't we get Cole Anthony for a little bit there? We did. So he's made his way to another team, which is nice to see. So game 1 goes to us. I'm just going to simulate the round and see what happens. And we sweep. Cool. And we draw Memphis, who have Ja, Harrelson, Gigi Jackson. They have Zion now and James Wiseman. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to simulate this too and see what happens. And we win in 6. Okay, cool. Now we draw the first place San Antonio Spurs, who have 590 plus overall players. That is insane. We have 1. So, as I was saying earlier, next year is going to be our last year. So, we're going to have to potentially just pull something out here. So let's see if we can do that. So let's give Walker Kessler like 37 minutes. We'll go 37 to our guy Devin Booker. We'll go 33 to the other two, and we'll go 30. We'll go 34 to each of the other starters. Okay. Let's see what happens. Next year is the last year, so hopefully we can win the championship this year. Game 1 goes to the Spurs. Game 2 goes to the Phoenix Suns. Game 3 goes to the Phoenix Suns. Game 4 goes to the Spurs. Game 5 goes to the Spurs. And can we please come back? Please. Please come back. So we have a good first quarter. Their second quarter, it's a bit back and forth. Our third quarter is also pretty good. And our fourth is back and forth. And we win by 1. Oh my goodness, we win by 1. Okay, and now we're away again. So this is a San Antonio home game. Can we please? No, it doesn't look like we're going to do anything amazing, which is a bit sad. It's back and forth, and it actually looks like we're going to make the conference finals. Nate Ament is the Western Conference Finals MVP, and Adam Umidok is the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So we come up against the Bulls. That is insane. So the Bulls have LaMelo Ball, cool, Malik Thomas, Tari Easton, Patrick Williams, Rocco Zikarsky, and this Adam guy. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Bulls. Game 4 goes to the Bulls. Game 5 goes to us. And then game 6, I think we're going to be away from home. But we'll see what happens. The first quarter was really good. We held them very low defensively. The third quarter is pretty good as well. And it looks like we're about to... We didn't even make any massive trades. We just relied on internal development. That's insane. We win a championship with Paul, the LeBron prototype, being the finals MVP. That is insane. What a rebuild. I mean, there's been a long time since I've actually sat back and just let the team develop. Like, this is insane. Like, we had such a good balanced team. Like, yeah, we could have made a massive trade, but we just chose not to. That's insane. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're asking, yes, I do think the Phoenix Suns should trade Bradley Beal if they can, and also try and work out what they're doing with Kevin Durant. Devin Booker is the guy they need to keep on this team, and I think they can use Kevin Durant to bring in some bigger talent if they aren't very good this year and next year. I'm not saying get rid of Kevin Durant straight away, but we'll see how things go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate all the love and support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.